Good evening, everybody. We're back for the 9 o'clock edition of Real Talk with the Rev of Crypto. Everybody seems to be having a good time with the rebound so far in the market. We'll get right to that here in a minute. Hopefully everybody will take advantage because, man, it's been blood in the streets for the last couple of days. Hopefully everybody can get back to making some dinero. Hello, Jenny. Hey, Alan. Everybody, welcome. But yeah, it's been a rough 4 days there. I mean, we've been on a downhill slope, but look, look at the change. We're only down 0.19%. I'll tell you, it's been tough. But if we scroll down through here, let's get over here and scroll down. All this was in the red today, y'all. All these coins were in the red, which there's still a few that are seeing red numbers right now, but every single one today was red. But we had a bounce back today. Look at this. I mean, this is just insane how it's rebounded tonight. And like I said, we're gonna go over that here in just a little bit. But I wanted to touch base on a few things. There's been some issues in the Discord, and with some individuals coming in think it's a game in there. It's not a game in this Discord. We're out to make money. I want everybody to make money. I have no issues with people that come into the Discord and, object to anything like that. But, we had to kick somebody out a while ago, and they know who it is. And it's a kid, and I get it. You don't know no better. But don't come into the Discord disrupting everything. There's people there that really are there for a purpose. But look at this, man. All these in the red. We can just go on down, just scroll down pretty fast here. But I wanted to get that out of the way. It's nothing personal or anything, but, he messaged me and called me a few choice names, but I guess that's his right. But he ain't with us no more. Anyways, making that real short, like I said, it's been a rough 4 days, and I know everybody's been stressed out and everything. So, hopefully, with everything that's going on right now, we can get back to it. So, what I've done, I don't know if y'all caught the show earlier today, but we discussed what the RSI done. Okay, from right here where it was down, like I said earlier today, that RSI is going to snap. And look what it done. It snapped. Went back over. It snapped back down right through here. See, all this lines up. You'll see it lines up. It made its point up there when I called it earlier. I said, it's going to pull back. So get ready if you're going to take a chance of buying because they didn't buy down here. So right there is where it snapped back below the 70. You got a 30 and you got the 70. So, and now it's doing its thing, We want it just a little over the 50 or just below the 50, and that way it don't snap as hard as it does down here, or if we scroll back where it snaps really hard and goes way down here because we feel them pains. Will it be here to stay? Well, let's talk about that. Let's go to the 1 day. This line right here in the center, by the way, that started a new day. It's already the 18th in other parts of the country for us, so I just wanted to make that mark because it's going to be a significant mark when I push the 1 day here. And we see where it's at. It's way down here at the bottom, so it's starting to trend back up. But you notice right here that it's way overbought. So when that happened, that's what started its cycle down toward the end there for the last, several days, and then we got into it over here during this 4 day period as well. So, we saw it last week. The 9,005 held up real good today. That put a stop to the end. But let's take a look at this little candle right here. And I'm going to zoom into it. So that is a hammer. And it's a particular hammer because it is a bearish hammer. It could have been this color right here, but this signals a reversal on a downtrend. Okay, we've been in a downtrend, so this little bad boy right there, and I'm loving it because it told a story. You always hear me say, "Well, watch out for it. It'll tell a story." Well, this was the confirmation that I was looking for. We needed this to so we could be all happy and everything. We needed that so we could be happy. Now, we ain't completely out of the woods yet because we got the 6 EMA still pointing down. But as we go on throughout the day, we should start seeing it curve around for the next day here, hopefully. Everything ain't a complete total guarantee, and I want everybody to understand that. There's nothing guaranteed in anything, in any kind of market. I don't care if it's the Dow Jones or Forex or anything. Nothing's ever guaranteed. There's just, we're always seeing uncertainty about everything. But if you look at this 6 EMA right here, you can see it's kind of wanting to turn an angle back up. This blue line here, that's the 50 moving average. We need to get all these back up where it's riding above what we call it, remounting the 50 MA. The 20 needs to get back over to 50, and so does the 6. But that little hammer right there, right here highlighted, the buyers are going to start coming back into the market. Hell, they pushed it down to 9,005, and now we see everything lighting up green again because everybody ain't in the panic no more. And I had to calm some people down earlier in the Discord. Earlier today they were crying in their milk. Usually it's crying in your beer, but they've been crying in their milk. And woe's me, the wells are here, and I ain't never gonna make no more money, and this and that and everything. But the moment it turned around, the market started turning around, well, they put their Superman cape on, bowed that chest out, and they were king dingling again. I had to put that to a stop because that's not what I want everybody to learn here. What I want people to learn is you got to respect this. This is your money. Ain't my money. I know what my money's doing. I'm being smart about things. You got to treat this as if it was a business, which it is. It's your business to get in financial sovereignty here, people. Everybody thinks that being a trader, you're going to drive the Lambos. You're going to be at JR's garage getting your Lambo tuned up. You know, them kids have got 175,000 followers of nothing but kids because everybody's trying to live that dream. You gotta use common sense here. So I mean, you gotta be wise and know the signals. And the next several days, I can teach you how to trade off of this signal right here, and we'll get into that. And I've got a whole list of things I want to start teaching you guys to, you know, not just the RSI indicator, but several other indicators too. I mean, it's not rocket science, but you got to understand it. Does it always work? Not necessarily, because everything ain't 100% certain anymore. I'm going to put that back right there. You know, I mean, everybody talked about BitConnect going under. It was Ponzi scheme, this, that, and the other. You know what? Yeah, we knew going in what a risk it was. Did Rev lose some money? Yep, sure did. But you know what? I blew him a kiss because I already took my money out way back and made money moreover. I didn't have a big following like Trevon James or Crypto Nick, bless his little 17-year-old used to be millionaire heart. But you know, there could be some lawsuits in there. But you know, here's the thing: the people that signed up underneath them, they took it at their own risk. Anything that you do in the markets, you're taking, whether it's the lending platform that they had, or Hashflare, or Nice Hash, or anything, you're at your own risk. Because you shouldn't be investing no more than you can afford to lose. You know, everybody had that chest boat out this evening when the market turned a corner. You know, they're going to get back the rent money or something, or the light bills. And I hope they do. And I hope they don't take that chance anymore. You know, there was some funny stuff the other night, and I'll show you. Let's pull this chart up. I won't never forget this one. This was really, really funny, y'all. And I'm going to pull this chart up. No, it's on the other chart. Hold on, let me pull this back. It was funny. And everybody should take notice about this when I put this up there. When a new market opens, don't put your money in it. INS, this chart right here, let me pull this over so everybody can see, was put into in the new market about 3-4 days ago. Let's pull it up here. Let's go back to the 1 day or 1 hour. This cat come, he was into Discord, and it was funny because he was into Discord, and he's like, I'm gonna put my money in. This is coming to Binance here. I said, okay, don't do it. Everybody else tell him, don't do it, dude, don't do it. He put in 2,000 racks on this, you know, 2K. As soon as the market opened, you see this right here, that's what happened. Somebody dropped a 30 Bitcoin monster right up on that bad boy. And you see the flat line? It's been that way ever since. Don't ever, if you see a coin that's going to be listed on Binance or anything like that, don't put your money in up there at the top. Because in a matter of seconds, he lost $2,000. And he was sitting there in Discord. He was like, oh, shit. But, you know, we sat there and told him. Look how far it's below the RSI for them days right there. It's just now made it back up above 30. So, I mean, it's getting, well, actually it's at 48. You know, things are starting to look forward to this INS coin, and it was worth $30. You know how much it's worth today? barely, almost. Well, I think it was 486 when I checked it, but it was worth $30 on wherever it was at before it got listed here. But 30 bitcoins later, I mean, it just ripped him a new ass. So you got to be careful of that. Don't ever do that. But going back to the beat down of Bitcoin. Oh, what we got going on here? Let's pull this out a little bit. Get rid of this. The beat down of Bitcoin. This is on the 15-minute chart, and we're trying to get past this resistance up here. So, but things are looking up. But it took a real beating over here. I mean, a super tremendous beating. Let's go back to the day chart. 1, 2, 3, 4 days straight. So, I mean, you got to take all things into consideration when you're dealing with this market. Yeah, this was a big correction, if you call it that. I think it was more of the news of South Korea. So, I mean, the news of South Korea going to ban everything in South Korea. Well, yeah, China are going to put a ban on the miners. I read yesterday that France and Germany were going to try to come down with stricter regulations. And then tonight, I was reading a story down here at the bottom. The U.S. Treasury is going to start doing things like that. So, I mean, but there's just all kinds of different things that are happening in the market right now that the media is taking advantage of. Social media taking advantage of. Everybody's been through the McAfee effect. And, he screwed up a couple of coins. I just hold on a second. If one of the admins in the Discord will take care of that issue in there, please. Thank you. But we just need to take a look back and see where the media is getting us. You got to be careful with your money, one thing. Bitcoin's taking a beating along with the rest of the coins. Where do we go from here? Who knows? Right now, the RSI is pointing up. Everything's looking good because of that one pin right there. And if y'all want to know about the pins and everything, I did a little old class several days ago. It's in the playlist of my my channel here. Go back and take a look at it. I have a PDF version of it as well. Everybody wants me to look at XLM. Let me see if I can pull up XLM. On the day average. Let's see. Let's look at it at the 1 hour. Well, it's clearly going up. It's about to get over that line of being overbought, but we'll see how. But it's taking a beating like everything else. Y'all must be stuck for I'm sorry, y'all. I'm reading the comments in the room. Tron is where we go or Verge. Neither one. I don't like neither one of them. You can get stuck in both of them. And I'm just throwing that out there because everybody knows how the Rev feels about Tron and Verge. But looking at XLM here, it's crawling back. Both of them's crawling back over, so it looks like it's real healthy right now. But I just don't like Verge or Tron, so that's all I got to say. But if you look right here, it's fixing to get met with a pretty good size sell wall here. So it's getting gnawed at pretty quick, but it's still in the upward motion. Well, everybody is talking about that XLM hype and Ripple. My favorite coin, and this is, well, I say coin, but it's a smart contract. This is your next Ripple, people. Link. You need to be looking at Link. I'm telling you. Need to be looking at Link. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, Doomslayer. I bought a crowd of daggone coins, but I just I took advantage. I repositioned. Hope everybody repositioned. Let me shut some of this down. I repositioned quite a bit. Hopefully, everybody else took advantage of the low money today and did the same. Everybody wants me to look at coins. Okay. I'm trying to talk about the beatdown today and explain what's going on here, and that's what we're going to finish doing here. I'll look at coins after I get done talking about this. But going back to the BTC, we've seen this since Christmas time. Pull back to Christmas. Well, about the 22nd, we noticed that, we started getting in trouble up it, started riding down. Okay. But if you look at the RSI, look how things get crazy. Okay. Our ideal is to stay in between, drive into lanes. We drive into lanes, but still, once it gets down here around the 30% to the 70%, whether it gets down here or gets up here, it's going to snap. It's trying to meet back in the middle of here at the 50. Remember? Look at here. So that's the reason why, look at this big slam down. And that's where we started having issues coming into the new year. But look, folks, here's the thing, and we met this pretty strong support here today at $9,005. As I've always said, and you've heard me say this before, markets have a very long memory, and I can scroll back. Let me get the little green line in here. I can pull back, and we can just keep pulling back where we start seeing where there's different supports. Now, it broke through this support right here, but we can keep pulling back and pulling back and pulling back and pulling back. That was a very long support there. Let's see, we're all the way back to October 2017. We've never seen them highs before. Okay, but markets have a very long memory. I can go back through there on the lower ends and find them support and resistance all the way through there. But this one played a pretty big penny today. Let me pull that back up there. It's so hard to get these things just right. But I mean, somebody was in the chat room today or Discord this evening talking about how important is TA, technical analysis, in cryptocurrency. And he didn't believe it was that much of an importance. I said, well, you can go ahead and believe that if you want to. Oh, we go back and look at this for a second. I said, oh, we broke the resistance here. Look at here, we're going on up. So now I'll pull this up here. Push that up. That's a milestone right there, folks. I'm telling you. Because look at there. That's the next resistance. Big milestone. That's the next resistance that we got to break next, right there. So yeah, that was important getting through that. But that becomes the new support right there. But anyways, oh, mic's slow. How about now? Can you hear me now? So the next thing, I don't want to get too much there. The next thing the guy said, he's like, it's not important to have technical analysis like it would be in other markets because this is such a volatile market. And I told him, I said, dude, have you lost your mind? Everybody in there, it's very important that you keep up with the charts, the trends, the lows, and everything. Yeah, there's plenty of tools on there, Mr. Punk. But anyways, you got to pay attention. You got to do your homework. It can't be. It can't be. You just can't guess at this stuff. You got to have some kind of knowledge going into this, folks. If not, you're going to lose a lot of money. So I just want everybody to understand that. Don't go into the market blindfolded. I mean, you might as well go to the casino and piss away your money if that's what you're going to do, because you're going to end up broke. You're going to leave without making any money. What? Hold on. Some Crip King, what are you asking there? Oh, okay. Never mind. Yes, you're right, Mr. McMurdo. Link has a massive cup and handle. We're just waiting for that puppy to pop. But anyways, do your homework. Make sure that you're going into the market like you should be. I mean, don't piss away your money. Don't put your big Superman cape on and bow out your chest and have your ass out there just because the market took a rise. That thing settled in. Everybody was so quick to get in their wallets. They were wanting to get in their wallets for the first candle after it made its turn, made a little run to the top up here. They wanted to get their money in right then. God, I can't wait. Burning a hole in the pocket. You got to be cool. You hear me talk about emotions all the time. Can't let your emotions get in the way of this. If you do, you're going to lose a lot of money. Now, I've been waiting for that candle here. This one right here that I got marked, I've been waiting for that candle. So, I mean, we just got got things we got to be cognizant of, and that's our emotions. All right, so the beat down is probably over for the next little bit, I hope. Like I said, we can't be 100% sure about it. But looking at this, man, we'll know much more in the morning because people overseas are just waking up over there in South Korea and China and Japan and all that. So we just have to see what they're going to do to the markets before we get up in the morning. So hopefully everything will stay steady while you sleep tonight for those of us who sleep. And that brings up another point. You got to rest, people. You got to do that. Don't get so emotionally invested in it that you got to stare at charts or finance. Set your stop losses and set your buys and your sales and everything, and go and do something. Watch TV. Hell, I've had a few days of rest here. I enjoyed that the market was down. I get up every morning, make my positions where I want to be stationed at, and I think I did all the buying I was going to buy right here at the dip this afternoon, because when I seen it start to make that turn, I said, yep, when it touched that one line right there, that one candle right there touched. Oh, and I got it on the 15-minute because we ain't going to see it there. When this one line touched that, how did it get up there? Here we go. Let's set it back down here one more time. When that touched that deal right there, I knew I was straight. I said, yep, it's fixing to go. But we see this 6 EMA fixing to get up over the top. So it's been wonderful ever since, but everybody had to put their Superman cape on and had to cool them down. Because earlier today, they didn't know what they were going to do. And I was handing out starter kits. And I'll show you a picture of a starter kit. Y'all might get a laugh out of this. Let me find my picture here. And hopefully, this is a joke, y'all. This ain't nothing serious here. Oh, what did I do with it? But it's kind of funny. I mean, I had to steal it. And hopefully nobody would send me their Bitcoin and want to hang themselves with it. Anyways, I can't find it up here. But it was a stool and a rope, a piece of rope. And if, a little stepping stool with a rope that you can hang yourself with. If everybody was going to send me their Bitcoin, I was going to send them that. So, but yeah, everything settled out. So we're good to go there. Hopefully we can stay on track for a little while and make a little bit of money. I mean, everybody's wanting to make a little bit of money, but we got to do it patiently. You can't be in a rush with this, people. Every now and again, you got to step back and go, woo-san. And if you can do that, you'll make it through this. So, it's nothing to laugh about, though. I mean, people want to hurt themselves over a damn coin we can't see or smell. That's pretty rough. But now let's talk about taking over your financial sovereignty here. You got to be responsible for your own money. You got to do your homework. And you need to be patient. Patience is the key here. Don't put all the emotions up in there. Oh, God, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. Because I guarantee you, if you don't take the emotion out of it, you're going to hurt yourself. And I don't mean by hanging it. You're going to hang yourself financially. And I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody that takes my information in and produces it, and thinks in their head and say, you know what, Rev, you made a lot of damn sense the other day. I get humbled by that, folks. I really do. I mean, because that means that somebody is listening. You're not a jackleg when you're listening. You're by no means do I think that I know it all, because I don't. If I did, I wouldn't be talking to y'all right now. I'm just being that blunt. Those of you that know me, I shoot 100% from the hip. Don't mind telling you what's on my mind, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. It don't matter to me. I shoot straight from the hip. But when I do, it doesn't mean that I'm trying to be a dick or just to be doing it. I'm doing it because I want you to pay attention and listen so you don't lose no money. I want to help people. If you want to lose money, then don't listen, but don't waste our time. It is 100% wanting to help people. The hyped on crypto crew, that's what we want to do. That's the reason why we have this community that we do. And I want y'all to start inviting your friends. It's you have so many things that you can learn on this Discord. I see the mods in the room now. I see mods in the room promoting the Discord right now. That's what we want to do. We want to grow this community. We want people to make money. We want people to learn. We have a lot of good, smart, knowledgeable people in there. And for the new people that don't understand what's going on, get in there. Wow. Well, everybody jumped on Naeem real quick. And look, while we're talking about that, because I got a message tonight too about people saying I shouldn't talk about Naeem. If you want to lose money, you go over there to Sniper's Tube. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you want to pay him what we're giving you for free, go over there to Sniper's Tube. We don't care. And the gentleman, whoever it did that messaged me about, well, I shouldn't talk bad about Sniper Tube. I'm not talking bad about him. I just said what it was. I shoot straight from the hip. Don't care if anybody goes over there. I give two shits less. But you're going to lose money if you hadn't already lost money. Why pay that cat when you can get the information for free? That's all I'm saying. And we'll leave Naeem alone because we all know that he let him do his thing. I don't care. But I sit in Discord 90% of the time, y'all. I'm in there always. Naeem ain't in his Discord sitting in there except for a night owl that you got to pay to go to. Ain't that something? You get that free here. Well, I can tell you right now, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Chuck Funk ain't happening. But I will say this. If you come into our Discord, one of my pet peeves is, well, what do you think about this? Because you're going to get met with, what do you think about it? And bring your facts, because it's going to be put right back in your face just as quick as you asked it, and it's going to put you on the spot. then you'll learn to do your homework before you ask that question. Now, if you come back with something legit and don't get the answer of, well, why don't you go check it out and come back when you find out something about it, and we'll talk about it. I can't do everything, nor none of the other analysts or anybody else for that matter can't do all the work for you, people. It just don't work that way. At some point, you got to take over. If you want your financial sovereignty, at some point, if you're willing to learn this, you got to take control of your destiny. Okay? You got to take control of your own destiny, and you got to put a little bit of work in. It's not hard to do. I mean, you get on the computer, you can find us on the Discord, and you got Google. Them two things will go hand in hand, I promise you. And also, you got YouTube. But don't believe everything, because you might get sold a Patreon ticket to the Night Owl in one of the diamond or ruby and above rooms. You got to do a little bit of homework for yourself. All the information is free. We're helping you out. I want everybody to, start diving into these. If we don't know the answer, we'll tell you, hey, I don't know enough about it. I can't give you an answer on it. But if you help me understand, I'll go and research it along with you. That way I can educate myself. But at the end of the day, you got to put a little bit of homework in on this. And look, this is by no means a get-rich deal, period. Quit trying to make it a get-rich deal. You got to put in the work. Will you get lucky? Sometimes you will. Oh, well, TC looking pretty decent right at the moment, too. It's riding. Oh, that's on the 15. Let's go back to an hour. Sometimes I forget, hey, it's crawling over the 50, though, on the hour. Look at there. That's Litecoin, y'all. It's climbing over the 50. And the 20, it'll soon be right behind it. So we're seeing some real nice gains on this. But at the end of the day, I hope everybody makes money. I want y'all to be able to quit your jobs. Tell your boss, man, take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. I love that song because I've sung that song a few times myself. But look here, if you put in the work, you'll be rewarded. If you don't, and you go about this half-ass, you'll get half-ass results if you don't get broke. I mean, it's just that simple. Learn all that you can learn. Get in there on the Discord with us. It's Hopped on Crypto. The link is in the chat room that you're in. It's also in the description below. Let's talk about the description below. There's several links in there. Be sure to check them out. But look here, there's some links in there that's very important to me. I've got an email address in there. If I've helped you out, come in Discord, tell me, say, hey, Rev, you can send me a direct message and say, hey, thank you for your help. You taught me something. I'm more humbled by that than anything. But I have a Litecoin link in there. If you think that I've helped you out in any certain way, leave me a tip. I got a PayPal address. I take cash. Just leave me a tip. Show me your appreciation, or just say thank you in a message or something. I'm here to help y'all make money that you want to make. I'll teach you everything that I possibly know. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money or put your money in, but I'll give you the tools that you can do it with, and it'll be much more gratifying for you. Trust me when I tell you that. Be sure if you see one of the admins or one of our mods or anything at Hopped on Crypto, tell them they're doing a good job. They appreciate it too. we got a lot of things coming up. I was going to drag Alan into the show tonight, but he had to go into work. And I didn't see nobody else around I could drag in here and actually see if they would come in. But I'm going to get one of these other cats in here. So I'm going to get one of these cats in here so we can that we can find it. Okay. Somebody asked a question, and I'll get to them later on this. Anyways, I'm going to quit rambling here. Hopefully people understands where I'm coming from a little bit. Any questions out of the chat? I appreciate it, OMG. Yes, I do. Mike, you shouldn't have sold out at 10.5, brother. Let me go back and look here. You might have missed the boat. If you sold out at 10.5, I'm pretty sure you missed the boat. Look at here. This is on the 60-minute. This is crucial when that passed. I'd wait for a pullback. If you didn't get in somewhere around down here, you might have been short, or right here at this red pullback. It's never too late to get in, but don't buy when it's going up like it's going right now. And you could have bought in this area right here. Let me mark that so everybody can see. Don't ever, repeat after me. I know I can't hear you, but repeat after me. Say, Rev said that don't ever buy on a uptrend. And you would have been fine. This would have been a good buying point right here. Here's another good buying area that you could have got in on. Right there. Here's another one. You really should have got in down here at the very bottom. Okay, these are the buying areas, y'all. I could have put this pin right here in, but that wouldn't have done you any good because it didn't. It only lasted 15 minutes. Okay, this is where you should have been buying. This you should have where you've been buying as low as you could in here. But definitely I would have been buying right here, especially when I seen that pin right there. So wait until the market pulls back. Get in where you fit in. But I would be looking at the next pullback. Don't ever buy on the uptrend, though. That's an uptrend. That's an uptrend. That's an uptrend. Always buy when it pulls back. But anyways, if I can help you, I'm going to be over in Discord for a little bit after we wrap this up here. Hopefully everybody got a little something out of this. Any more questions over there? In the chat. Either chat room over here. I got Discord on one side and I got live chat on the other. And the reason why I ain't on camera tonight, my camera sucks until my new one gets in. I'm not going back on it until the new one comes in. So get in where you fit in, folks. That's all I got to say about that. And look, you've been watching this on Hyped On Crypto. This is my channel. I'm the Rev of Crypto. Be sure to check out my links down there in the description. Read all the disclaimer and everything else. And after the BitConnect stuff, I may already know the answer, but what do you think about the lending on Dabber? You know, I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna take a chance on another. I mean, I made money with BitConnect, so I mean, I'm not mad at them. Seriously, I'm not. I didn't promote like Crypto Nick and them does, and um, BitConnect kind of let me down because I was kind of not a spokesman for them, but I did a lot of investigation on them, and I didn't see where it was a bad thing. I got paid, I made my money. It's all good. I'm really not mad. Blow them a kiss and tell them to have a good night. It's the best thing I can say about that. And it's hard for me to keep up with the questions in the chat here, and I'm talking behind. Hey, Rev, I was looking at hash flare after your video. I was wondering if you knew what the minimum investment should be to be able to pull out. They have, that 0.5 BTC. Yeah, their limit is 0.5 BTC, Bert, but I don't pull out until later on in the year for, I suggest everybody stay in at least 6 months. But you can do it. There's different methods that people do. I mean, to me, on my calculator, I only do it after 191 days. 191 days has been the best for me so far. I mean, there's people that do it several different ways. But I mean, but I use hash flare as a base. It's for them lonely times when the market crashes for 4 straight days and has been on a downslope, because regardless, even though I take a lick when the Bitcoin price is down on it, but I make money every single day whether the market does anything or not. So, I mean, good, bad, or indifferent. The only thing, it just sucks the wind out of my sails when BTC price is down, because that's what I get paid in is BTC. So when it pulls back as drastic as it does, that's the only time it hurts me. But you know what? I'm making between $650 to $800. I'll just say that right now. When it ain't in dire straits like it's been for several days. But the least I made during this whole ordeal was $600. So you just got to take that, and that's a day. That's a day, folks. And so I really didn't give a rat's ass if how far it pulled back, or I didn't have to worry about playing the market. And I don't normally play I played the market more times in the last week and a half than I have in a long time, because usually I don't play the market because I got my hash flare, so I don't really worry about it. But I've been having fun sitting in there with guys and talking about different things, and it's like going to the bingo hall or something. You playing with money, and so I was gambling a little bit, so to speak. It was impacted pretty good, but it's had its moment. So, but I mean, everything gets impacted when Bitcoin goes down. So it's just not the altcoins; it's us miners as well. So, any more questions over here? Zach, I do my reinvesting. When I first started, I did my reinvesting. I didn't touch it for 6 months, but I started with $345 a year and a half ago. I've got 335 terahashes. I could have a lot more than that if I stick to my plan, but I didn't stick to my plan, so I really don't worry about it. I can go deep with it if I wanted to right now, but I don't. I mean, it's making me enough money. I don't get greedy. And that's another thing. Don't be greedy, people. When you get greedy, you lose money. And when you screw over people, karma's a bitch. So always keep that in mind too. These markets are serious. If you get greedy, you'll get left holding the bag, I promise. So when you think that you get to the top, it could be problems with you if you don't know when to fold them. What I think about Ripple, I made some money with Ripple, but my new Ripple is Link. I still hold a small position in Ripple, but I sold off a lot of my Ripple. My new Ripple is Link, Link. Big cup and handle forming on that bad boy too. I mean, put it on the daily and scroll back on it and tell me what you see. Even though I hate the term cup and handle because I get asked that every day. People will be looking at a 1 minute chart and say, is that a cup and handle? Oh, Lord, it just drives me wild. Let's see, what else we got over here? Hello, Krista. Welcome to the party. We're in here having a little bit of fun. But anyways, folks, if y'all want to talk to me live, one-on-one, join the Discord. The link's down in the description. And mods, go ahead and throw the link up in the room if you would. And be sure to like and subscribe to this video. Please, I want to stay in touch with y'all. Push the little bell thing to get your notifications. Also, follow me on Twitter at Reva Crypto on Twitter. And I send out alerts all day long. I mean, I do a lot of news alerts. First thing I do when I get up in the morning while I'm preparing to start my day is I go over the news and pick out the bullshit from the real shit. You know, I get in where I fit in on the news. Well, Lewis, you didn't know where the dip was. Then, if you didn't get enough on it, you must have been taking a nap because the dips came and gone. Now you just gotta wait for a partial dip. Hopefully, we don't see this big of a correction in a while. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, if you take my content seriously, just leave me a tip. Litecoin. My PayPal's down there if you want to send me $1 or $2. I ain't asking for much, but I do put in a lot of effort to make sure that you guys get quality information that you can use to help you make money. So please take that in mind. I do it out of the goodness of my heart, even if you don't. I'm very humbled to have y'all as followers, and hopefully going forward, y'all continue to like and subscribe. Oh, my big pet peeve here. I already got one thumbs down. I got it before I even started the damn stream. I got a few haters out there, and let me talk about the haters real quick. I don't care if y'all hate me or not. Y'all just mad because you can't do what I do. Period. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I love haters because if I got haters, that means I'm doing something. I'm getting underneath their skin. But anyways, check me out over there in Discord. Moderators, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm very humbled that y'all sit here through my ramblings and whatnot. And we'll catch you over there in the Discord. Be sure to check the link out down there. Come join us in Discord. Ladies, you're more than welcome. We got a few ladies in there, and they're just as active as the guys are. So don't think that you're left out. We'll be glad to have you. But we're going to turn this church loose now. Hope everybody has a better feeling about the direction that the market's heading in. I mean, we got a pretty positive sign here for the new day coming up. And hopefully hopefully we'll continue to see a rise in this. So I feel pretty good about that one candle. Let me show you that candle one more time before we get out of here. That candle right there is beautiful. Okay. That's what's going to make the world go around. So, on an uptrend today, that's on the daily chart. But anyways, you've been watching this on Hyped on Crypto. I'm the Rev of Crypto. We'll see you over there in the Discord. Good night, everybody.